Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Wrestling with Vegetables. I am wrestling superstar Rob Barnes, and today I'm going to be talking about my plant-based tip number 3. This episode is going to be all about supplementation. As someone that goes on a plant-based diet, a lot of people will sit back and say, if you're going to take meat out of your diet, then you're going to have to supplement for a lot of things. There's a lot of claims that you need to supplement a lot of nutrients if you're going to take meat and animal products out of your diet. From things like iron and calcium to who knows what. But that's actually not true. Pretty much anything you can get from meat, you can get from a plant-based diet. Really, it's just about doing your research and making sure that you're eating a plentiful amount and variety of different vegetables and fruits. But in all truthfulness, there are some things that I do supplement for, and I'm going to cover them today. So without further ado, let's throw it over to me in the kitchen. So let's look at some of the supplements that I take every single day. Firstly, multivitamin, not that special. A lot of people take that. Probiotics, another thing just for preference. It's not required. And then vitamin D3, because a lot of people say you need to get in your vitamin D3 if you're not out in the sun all the time. So just as an added precaution, I take one of those. The next thing is also pretty common, and that is fish oils. Now, this right here is vegan fish oils, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. And finally, the last one, B12. This is it. This is the one that proves that you cannot be vegan, that you must eat meat, because there's no other way to get B12. Yeah, Kevin, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. So I'm going to talk about that right now. And that book's upside down, bro. Okay, so first thing is fish oil tablets. Fish oil tablets are pretty commonly found in athletes' houses as well as normal everyday households. There's been a lot of benefits as to having the proper amount of omega-3s in your diet, including reducing inflammation. And so even though there are plenty of plant-based ways to get omega-3s, I've decided to go the route of still supplementing for it. It's a little more expensive, but for me it's worth it to make sure that I'm getting the right amount of omega-3s every single day. So the fish oil tablets I'm taking are not coming from fish, they're coming from vegan sources. And if you go on this plant-based diet, you don't have to take omega-3 if you don't want to. There's plenty of plant-based ways to do it. But just know, if you're someone that's systematic in taking fish oil tablets every day, there is a vegan alternative to it. The final supplement I'm going to talk about is B12. And this is the one that you have to supplement for, whether you're an athlete or an everyday person. If you take animal products out of your diet, you're going to have to supplement B12. Now, a lot of people try and use this as evidence as to why we as humans must eat meat, but that's not really the case. B12 isn't a vitamin that just suddenly gets produced in the meat of animals. No, it comes from what they eat. And what they eat is bacteria. B12 actually comes from bacteria. The B12 that they eat through bacteria gets stored in their body, and then when you eat meat, it passes on to you. The simple fact is, it doesn't necessarily mean that we as a species have always been eating meat to get B12. No, more than likely, we got B12 from drinking filthy water and from eating food off the ground. All things that we really don't do these days. We live in a very sanitized world, so it's not really possible to get B12 from drinking water or plants or vegetables or fruits anymore. But that doesn't mean you have to get it from meat. In fact, some cattle is even supplementing B12 just to ensure that their levels are high enough that when we eat it, our levels are going to be good. So at the end of the day, cut out the middleman, just take the B12 supplements yourself. So that is it for Wrestling with Vegetables. This is plant-based tip number 3. All you need, really, for supplementation is B12 and maybe, if you prefer, some vegan fish oil tablets. Thanks for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, if you liked what you saw, please like this video. Make sure to share it, comment in the comment section down below. And remember, when it comes to eating a plant-based diet, eat smart.